Let's dive right into today's explainer, and honestly, this one explores a deeply unsettling reality. We hear so much talk about data privacy these days, right? But we completely ignore the psychological toll of our digital lives. So we're going to look at the story of a man who slowly, terrifyingly, lost his grip on his own identity and eventually deleted his personality altogether. It all started in the dark. Imagine a completely normal life, heavily documented online, that just suddenly vanished. There was no grand announcement, no dramatic final post, just a sudden, jarring digital silence. He simply stopped posting. But that silence didn't stay online. It actually bled right into his real life. Unread messages just faded into the void. That constant, buzzing lifeline of group chats and quick replies severed. He was literally cutting his digital tethers one by one. And he didn't just step away from his phone, He stepped away from the performance itself. That smiling mask we all wear just to survive modern society finally fell off. He made the conscious, terrifying choice to stop pretending. And slowly, in that dark, quiet transition, he completely deleted his personality. Now, Legacy Logic actually calls this the chameleon effect, and it is wild how it works. It starts really small. Over a few days, you might wear different masks for different friends. Over weeks, your behavior completely shifts based on whatever room you're in. Give it a few months, and you're actually shifting your real opinions to match the crowd. And over years, you construct a completely different online identity, essentially burying your original self alive. The relentless switching of all these digital masks led him to a really disturbing existential realization. Looking at his own reflection, both in the physical mirror and on his glowing screens, he just saw a stranger. The mental glitch became a total overload. He no longer knew who he really was. And this brings us to the really dark heart of the validation economy. Think about it. Modern life systematically rewards a fake performance while completely ignoring your authenticity. If you present a shiny, exaggerated, fake personality, you get all the applause. But if you present your real, flawed self, absolute silence. It's like society has basically gamified the death of authenticity. Social media just aggressively amplified this to a scale we've never seen. It's not just this one man we're talking about, it's the entire crowd. We are all out here performing these highly curated, fictionalized versions of ourselves. It's a massive digital theater where everyone is on stage and literally no one is in the audience. We seriously need to redefine what validation means today. It is not praise. It is an incredibly dangerous addiction to chasing attention. It's this relentless pursuit of digital approval that acts like an acid, just eating away at you until your true identity dissolves completely. You aren't building a profile online. You are eroding your soul. And eventually, the man just became exhausted. The crushing weight of maintaining that fake personality every single day destroyed him from the inside out. The masks just became way too heavy. The mental gymnastics of remembering which version of himself he needed to be on which app completely drained him. He became existentially exhausted. So, sitting alone in a dark room, surrounded by the glow of notifications demanding a performance he just couldn't give anymore, he broke. He reached his absolute limit and made a terrifying choice to rip the masks away. He deleted everything. He methodically burned away every single fake layer. First, the fake personality went, that perfectly curated charm. Then, the fake opinions he only threw out there to get retweets. Next went the fake reactions. And finally, the fake identity itself was erased completely, leaving nothing but a blank silhouette. Stripped of all his digital armor, he was left with something modern society has practically outlawed: complete silence. He was just isolated in an empty room with his real thoughts. There were no distractions, no performance, and most frightening of all, no audience. In that quiet darkness, the existential dread really hit its peak. Looking back into the distorted mirror of his past, a horrifying realization hit him hard. He had spent years becoming someone completely different, sacrificing his own core essence, merely to be accepted by people who didn't even actually know him. You see, the old internet just changed our attention spans. But the modern internet, it did something far more insidious. It forced constant performance. It fundamentally changed identity itself, rewiring the human psyche to prioritize digital approval over actually knowing yourself. When your entire survival depends on being a character, The end result is inevitable. You end up chasing digital ghosts until you forget who you truly are. The masks fall endlessly into the darkness, and you realize there might be absolutely nothing left underneath. The source material leaves us with this incredibly chilling warning. We spend so much time worrying about losing our data or our followers or our social standing, but honestly, none of that is even real. The most dangerous thing you can lose is yourself.
So I want you to ask yourself this the very next time you open an app, type a comment, or post a photo. When the screen goes dark and the audience is completely gone, underneath all the masks, who are you?